Get ready with me while I read Reddit stories. First, the title of the first Reddit story is Am I the Asshole for Being Loud with My Roommate's Hunch? I also haven't read these stories yet because I want the pure reaction with you guys. If they're boring, I'm sorry. I currently live in a student house with 3 other people. Downstairs room is connected to the kitchen/dining area. The roommate who sleeps in this room asked for it specifically. Then I use the CeraVe retinol. They're constantly in the kitchen and in his bedroom with the door open, which makes it a bit awkward to be in there at times. They have Hunch so loud. Going downstairs has become a nightmare. Constantly have to listen to the 2 going at it. Nice Sunbum sunscreen. They usually have it in the middle of the day as well. The exact times people are going into the kitchen to make lunch and dinner. I brought this up to him a few times and he said that we never gave him any rules when he asked if he could bring her around. But obviously we did not expect to be hearing them constantly. I'm going to use the bio oil. I asked him to play music and or put the television on in the background while he was refused and told us that he likes hearing his girlfriend while they are having, so he won't be girl. Then I'm using the Bioma brightening serum. So to combat this, every time we go in the kitchen, we hear them having it. We started playing music ourselves and putting the TV loud to drown them out, which he said he is not very happy with, and it ruins the mood for him. I don't care about them. I just don't want to hear the bed banging and all the noises. Okay, I don't think that person is the asshole. I think the roommate is because, other people live there, gotta be, respectful. Have some type of decorum. This oil, it's really good. I'm using this native lotion. Okay, this story says, am I the asshole for making my boyfriend's mom cry because of a petty rule? Me, 21 female, and my boyfriend, 24 male. I'm using this Kiss Bond and Seal together for almost 2 years and live together. His mother is very involved in his life. Some might say overbearing, but I try to be respectful. She's nice, but has this way of pushing boundaries while acting like she means well. The issue is I have a no shoes in the house rule. My boyfriend is cool with. All of my friends do it, no problem. But his mom refuses. She claims it's rude to ask guests to take off their shoes. She claims it makes her feel disrespected, and I've tried explaining to her that it's just a cleanliness thing, but she won't budge. And she came over and surprise, surprise, walked in with her shoes on. I very politely, I swear, said, oh, can you take them off, please? She huffs and kind of like, you're going to make me do this? And I just stood there walking. She sighs dramatically, takes them off, and spends the whole visit sulking. Then later, I get a text from my boyfriend's dad saying, I made her cry. And she feels like I'm trying to assert dominance over her in her son's home. Our home, actually. My boyfriend is on my side, but now his parents are acting like I disrespected the Queen of England. Am I the asshole? No. This one says, am I the asshole for kicking a pregnant woman out of her seat? It's looking like you are, but we finna see. Okay, so this happened a few hours ago, and I've only just calmed down because I hate conflict. Basically, I was doing a long travel day, 5-ish hours. I booked my train in advance to ensure my seat. When I got there, I get on the train, and a woman is in my seat. So I politely inform her, I think that's my seat. Show her my ticket and ask her to move. She checks her ticket and just says, well, I must have sat in the wrong seat, and puts her head down. I say that it's my seat and could I please sit at it? At this point, her partner sitting opposite her starts speaking at me in what I perceive to be an aggressive tone. He suggests I find another seat, which there are none because it's busy, and I say that I booked that seat and there are no other available seats in the carriage. He then raises his voice and says, well, someone else is in our seat and that his missus is pregnant. I say, I understand that. I have a heart defect, which I do, and said everyone has their own medical issues, and reasons standing for long periods of time might be difficult. And here, I could be the asshole. I ask him not to speak to me in an aggressive tone and that I will make a complaint. He then starts swearing at me, and I ask him to stop. Eventually, the woman gets up and allows me to sit there, and he continues to berate me, saying, I feel good for myself that I'm quiet now. I have my seat when I really just stopped engaging at this point. One of the men who sat beside him offers that him and his partner sit in the seat opposite me. It's a table seat, at which point he sits his partner down and then laughs at me, points in my face. Eventually, when the ticket inspector comes around, they ask to move their assigned seats, and she just asks if I'm okay, as another passenger has made a complaint on my behalf. Even so, was I the asshole? Should I have left them alone because she was pregnant and did it anyway? Did I escalate the situation? I don't know. I don't know. In that situation, it's kind of like, because she's pregnant, you know? Again, I just don't think either one of y'all are the asshole. I just think that y'all both had, reasoning for being the way you are. So I'm not sure. This one says, am I the asshole for telling my kid I'm not her actual dad? Let's see. For context, when I, 24M, when I was 19, my mom had my younger sister, MJ. My mom was a drug addict. That's real. But when MJ was about 5 months old, she started back on drugs, dropping MJ off any place she could. Seeing this, I wanted to give MJ a life she deserved. Not what our mother gave me. Even though I was only 19, I filed a petition to get custody of her. It was a long, hard process, but MJ was 2, and I finally got full custody. To say I'm legally MJ's dad, I'm the only dad she knows, and she calls me dad. A year ago, I met my girlfriend, AITA, 24 female, and we started dating not long after. I really thought I found somebody to like me and MJ. AITA would always take MJ on girls' days and little dates. I proposed to AITA on Sunday. It seemed like everything was great until a few hours ago. AITA was at my apartment having dinner with me and MJ. When I was cooking dinner, I heard MJ say something along the lines of, "You're gonna marry my dad and you're gonna be my best friend." I thought it was cute until I heard AITA laugh and say, "He's not your dad, MJ." I feel like she stepped out of line, which caught me off guard. I guess I couldn't hear her because there's a wall between the kitchen. But I still don't know why AITA said that. MJ was confused, as 5-year-olds are, and said, "I was." And AITA kept correcting her until MJ started crying, which honestly made me mad, as it should. I asked AITA why she would even say that. AITA started, she was going to find out eventually, and I was at ours for not telling MJ in the first place. I got mad, and one thing led to another, and I said something, telling her she had no right, and AITA went home after. And me and MJ had dinner alone. AITA started blowing up my phone later, saying what I did was wrong, and basically ranting at me through text. I started doubting myself, and now here I am. Am I the asshole? I don't think he's the asshole at all. I think the girlfriend's the asshole. I mean, the baby is only 5 years old, and, there's just a time and place for freaking everything. And she's nobody, No tea, no shade. Scent of the day. Block. Let me know what type of stories y'all want to hear. Do y'all like when people read it before so it's good, or you want the raw reactions? Don't forget to follow my TikTok, my Instagram, and subscribe, all that good stuff. And bye.